Welcome back to the Superdome. Here's my co-ops on both sides. In the man that works for Gary Krause and Mr. Tony Fontenot, Casting Cajun. Tony, I know you're here for one special reason, and tell me what that is.
I'm here to congratulate you and your team at Paradise, Louisiana, as being voted the best Louisiana fishing show. These guys are incredible. They put out a new show every week, and not only a new show every week, it's a 1-hour show. I don't know how you do it, Gary.
I know how we do it. We got good people, and Gary was there. And to win the last 2 years, we had to beat somebody good. And I know you've been in the top 2 or top 3 for the last 3 years also, so thank you for that compliment.
Well, maybe one day I'll be as good as you.
Well, since we got you right now, we're getting a fishing report. I know you're just coming back from the Gulf. Tell us where you've been fishing and what's going on.
We went out of Grand Isle yesterday with Bo Grafton, awesome offshore fisherman. He's co-host, and he's the one who knows the offshore scene. We had our limit of red snapper, and not only red snapper, some beautiful, nice, big red snapper. By 10 a.m., had the show done, and it was just an amazing day.
Good weather. You had Gary Krause over there, probably on the cameraman, telling you what to do. He's telling me what to do. You ever get a word in?
Yeah, he tells me what to do, and he's usually giving me good advice. And now, I got to say this, though. After we had the red snapper show done, I told Gary he could pick the camera up and fish. So he got to fish for mangrove and whatever else bit his line.
Well, I tell you what, he's a good fisherman, especially on freshwater, but he always called me.
I'm just glad he didn't tell you how many I caught compared to everybody else.
That's all right.
It was pathetic.
You did that with me.
I got the bites.
Tell me, I just talked about you on the fishing report later on, but tell me about the trip in the spillway, and when is it going to get right? We always know about Bob Black, everything, but tell me about the spillway, Pigeon, and all the way south, Grand Lake.
You're going to find some good water in Grand Lake. I heard that they're going to remove the big sandbar that's been building for the last 5 years. It's almost all the way across Grand Lake. There's a lot of muddy water in the channels with still current. The water's falling fast. It's pulling black water out from upper Biosaural. It's pulling black water out from north of Big Pigeon. You're just going to have to find where that water's mixing, and it's falling fast enough. Every day you go, that water's going to be in a different place. You just have to go look for it.
Top baits right now. You're fishing points, I'm sure, crankbaits, worms, and you using those big jigs and
the vegetation is so thick. There's a lot of canals that you fished last year. You can't even get into them because the vegetation is that thick. But the fish really haven't moved out yet because that water's falling. It's pulling them out to the summertime places, but they're not there yet. You still got to get back in, and they're shallow.
People sending me satellite pictures from somewhere around Pigeon and Williams Canal or Little Pigeon or Lost Lake. Where are they coming from?
Well, I ran into somebody that said they caught 36 the day before. They came back the day I was there, and they only caught 6. But if you look at the gauge on the Chaffalaya, that one day we got just a little bump in the river, and that muddy water is full of red river water. It's very, very acidic coming out of the bottom.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you for all you do. By the way, Tony loans us footage sometime. A lot of times he got it. I'm still envious over it. I still ain't took an airplane trip, and you got me on that, and I still ain't did that tarpon trip. So I'm a little envious of it, Tony.
Well, I hope you get both of those off your bucket list this year.
I do. Thank you. We'll be right back with the report from Tito's.